G'day guys, welcome back to my channel. I've successfully removed the gearbox and transmission, one unit. That's being rebuilt at the moment. So I started to clean up the rear end. So I've just sprayed it all with degreaser. The back of the car was pretty filthy and it's taking a bit to clean it. So I've pulled all the brake linings out. I've taken a photo before pulling the brake lines out. And I've got all new set of brake lines, which I'm going to run once the back end of this is all painted up. So we'll just take a look around. That's the rear gearbox cross member mount bolt holes. And that's the front mount, which is welded to the tunnel. So tomorrow the plan is I'm going to remove the throttle cable and then the clutch cable. I've got two new ones, and I've also got a new grommet here which I'll replace. I've got a new grommet for here as well, so when the gearbox comes back I can reattach it to the shift rod, excuse me, which is right there. I think it's been important for me to just take photos along the way. Now, because I want it lower at the back, but I'm not going to do it until after the car's built and I've got a roadworthy for it. So I've done a bit of reading, and there's quite a bit of work on taking these side covers off and taking the preload off these arms. You can actually put a tool from there to the top of this bolt, compress it, and then release these 4 bolts. And then when they're taken out, you can release the pressure on it, because there's a little tongue here that it sits on, and that's actually got tension in it, that spring. So I'm not going to address that at the moment. I've bought new seals for it, new rubbers that go inside here, new grommets, and I'll put them on after the car's finished and roadworthy, and then I'm going to lower it. So I'm not touching that at the moment. These are the park brake cables that came out of the drum, the rear drum, which is sitting on the floor over there. They're pretty good. They're pretty good. So I think I'm going to leave those and not replace them, because they seem to be pretty good. So I'll just clean all that up and repair it. So this is where I made a mistake. I didn't reference point the axle tubes, but luckily I've got marks where they used to mount. So I'm going to scribe a line on those. So when I get the gearbox and transaxle back, they'll go back in where they're supposed to go, which in theory, if the bug was right, they should create the right alignment for the rear end. I wasn't aware that you had to do that, so I was just lucky that there was marks there from where they were. So I'll scribe a line on those when I clean them up, just so they go back where they are. And I'm going to be wire wheeling. You can see I've started. I just gave it a rough clean, and I'll wire wheel all this sort of stuff and give it a coat of rust converter and then paint it black. I'm not doing a concourse job, so I don't really care if it's not a perfect paint job. So I just want it clean and neat and tidy. So look, that's the back end. I've actually bought a new cross member, because the one that came out of it had a ding in it, and a lot of the old ones do, just from stuff heating up underneath the car. So I'll replace that, and I don't think I've got it here. I don't know where I put it, just to show you what I mean. But yeah, it's a bit dinged up. It took a bit to get the old gearbox mounts off, so I've ordered new gearbox mounts and bolts. So I'm just waiting for those to rock up. So look, that's what a beetle looks like at the back end without a gearbox and motor and that attached. So yeah, we'll catch you next time. Hooroo.